All right, peace. Figured we'd do a little update. Back when these are Superman JP, Shirley J, Dark is nice, all that good stuff, whatever you want to call me. Just don't call me collect. Don't call me no whatever. Look at this. This is the Tahoe. We got a thing. I don't think I did a video on picking this up or what I found or to getting the parts or anything. So I might have to do that. If you're interested in seeing this, let me know. Because it's been a thing. But just imagine this wrapped in black. And now it's almost white again. Apparently they use two different kinds of wrap. So I'm just going over random little tips to help you guys out with things like this. So first off, this is cheap wrap on the hood, which is the worst. You do not put cheap wrap on your metal components. If you want to put it in your plastics, okay, that might be passable. But do not put cheap wraps on metal or fenders. Hoods, fenders, roofs. Don't put cheap plastic up there. Put the good stuff. How you tell what the good stuff is, check this out. So this right here, how the backing is pretty much the same color as the front. This is cheap. This rips off on you in pieces like this. You don't want that, okay? You want this kind of stuff where one color is on one side and the back is reinforced with a different color with the adhesive. And this stuff stretches. You see that? That's what you want. So now with that stated, me or you trying to peel off the cheap stuff off of metal, it will just keep doing this. You might get a good piece, but it's hard to keep it going. And what you want to do is be patient. Do this in the heat. So sun is blazing. It's about 104 degrees out today. But you want to get an edge piece. You see that? Just keeps tearing off this piece of crap. You want to get an edge piece and just evenly pull. So the bigger it gets, the more even you pull. Like at this point, I would start using two hands. Put one here and one here. And then we will pull it as far back as we can. And see how it's wanting to angle that way. You'll want to angle it that way. Just a little bit. Don't go crazy trying to do it straight this way. Don't do that. Just take it and angle it a little more this way as you pull. And you don't want to do it slow, and you do not want to do it too fast. Doing it at the right speed will make it so it does not leave adhesive behind. That's your extra tip as well. Do it at a nice speed. A speed that seems like it's too fast, but also seems like it's too slow. That's the sweet spot. And see how we had a piece that got left behind, and we just evened them out so it goes back to where we are? That's what we want. Okay, so with that done, hopefully that little tip helps you. Also, what you can do in the heat, and because this hood is metal, so it's going to be heated up regardless. So what you can do to make it easier to take this wrap off is spray it down with a little bit of either oil, or you can use water. Just use regular water. Spray it down. It'll usually make this a little less brittle. That's what you want. We got all of it off over here, all of it back here. The paint underneath was pristine except for on the plastic. Wraps don't do really well over plastic, and they sunbake. So there's a little discoloration there. And all this adhesive is going to come off on its own. Here's some more adhesive that was ripped off. More wrap that was ripped off. And then on plastic, like I said, if you don't use bumper bite or good primer underneath the plastic, and you're using cheap vinyl, remember this is the cheap vinyl on these. Where I don't want the cheap vinyl, that's apparently where they put it at. So that sucks. But the good stuff, you see the difference, right? That's the back. This is the back of the cheap stuff. Good, cheap, good, cheap. That comes off nicely. That comes off cheaply. Okay. So we also did the Challenger, and here's a good example of the right style of peel. I asked my helper to peel this one where I haven't started, and you see how it's kind of satin finish, matte finish. That's because they were peeling too doggone slow. And when you peel slow, it's ripping the vinyl off of the adhesive. So the adhesive ends up staying behind. This right here is where I jumped in last time on this one to stop it. So you see that adhesive? There's less we have to remove. Once we got here, I scratched that up to create a little zone for the adhesive to come up. And then pulled both ends. Like I said, you want to be balancing the pull. So have a hand here, pull it straight up and a little backwards. Straight up, a little backwards, and just come on with it. All right? So as you see, up there is adhesive, and down here, none. This will make it a lot easier to clean up. So when we take our 3M adhesive remover and go back over it, it'll just be that and these edges to take care of. Okay? The other tips we got is on the back side here. When you have things that I can't show you now because I already pulled it off. And I think I showed you a little bit on the Tahoe there, but you would take this and you would find your easiest edge. Like this one would be our easiest edge since it's flatter this way, and this one rolls up on the top. So you want to take your easiest edge first. Check this out, and you want to start that. And once you start it, you can't just keep going down. You can't just rip it, and you can't just pull up on it. So you evenly disperse it. So you see how this is a triangle? Keep that triangle a triangle. See, we got a little tear there. It's okay. Got a little tear shows me that it's past this point of the triangle. Then you want to try to even it out. Everything is about patience and wrapping it. So see how we started slow? And since I'm slowing down recording, it's messed up some more. I got long nails for this reason. Well, this is one of the reasons I have long nails. But there you go. Rub that back. Once it's pretty rubbed back, we just pull on. You see that? See the difference? See that? Very nice. So that's what happens when you do it slow. This is what happens when you do it at a good speed. All right? Keep that in mind. It will help you out a lot. And whenever it rips, like I said, you want to try to match it up to be able to be symmetrical. Even if it does rip like down here, I would just pull this down, and then when it gets to the edge, don't rip it all the way off. When it gets to the edge, don't rip it all the way off. Just roll it around to try to come up to pull the top off. Work smarter, not harder, people. And hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully this helps somebody and gets that wrap off, because doing wrap is not fun. It's not fun putting it on. It's not fun removing it. I'm just going to draw a line here. See that? The faster you move it, gonna one hand this thing. Okay, we funked. But yeah, don't do it too fast. This was too fast. That's why it ripped like this. And because it most likely already had a little hole in it. Any holes that's in it or separations is not gonna help you. Just match it up, and then we can go back to doing the same. Yeah, this is not going to be a good one at all. So a little more adhesive to remove, but we just got this right here to remove and that up there to remove. Right here came off nicely. So keep these things in mind, and you guys should be just fine. Hopefully this helps you. Hopefully this helps you get it done. And remember, if you got something to do today, get out there and do it today, so you don't have to worry about tomorrow. We got Gangsta Cat in the building. Gangsta Cat. Do it today so you don't have to worry about doing it tomorrow, and do it before somebody else does it. If you enjoy what you see, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy it, leave a comment. Tell me why you didn't enjoy it. I don't mind constructive or negative criticism or any kind of criticism or whatever the case. Let me know. If you can't stand my face, let me know. Can't stand my voice, let me know. Don't like the way I describe things, let me know. But regardless, I'm here to help, and I might share this, might not. But if you want to see more, subscribe. And if you want to keep me motivated to share more, like I said, leave a like and a comment, man. I enjoy hearing from you. But end of the day, y'all, I believe in you. I got more stuff to do, so I'm going to get back to work. Knock it out. Want to see more of the Tahoe? Let me know. Want to see more of the jet ski? Let me know. Want to see the finished process of this 6-seater Star car? Let me know, or just tune in. I might share it. The Ford, that's almost done. Let me know. I'll tune in for that. That Ford, it's almost done. Got to paint the other bumper, other fender right there. Boom, and it'll be done. Never mind the mess in the back. Got a lot of cleanup to do. It is what it is. And I am officially out. All right, peeps. We got some clouds coming. Oh, Lord.